And welcome back to the Red Booth Show. We are here with special effects master Todd Tucker. And he was just talking about one of the films that your company, Illusion Industries has come out with and has been doing really well in the festivals.
Yeah.
And also here is one of the posters.
That is the poster for
it's pretty creepy.
The Terror of Hallow's Eve. That is our Doug Jones trickster character. And then I also brought this. I'll show you. This is one of the puppets from the film. We actually tried to do all the characters practically. So this is one of the characters. It's actually a marionette puppet who cuts his own strings and violently kills one of our bad guys. As he should.
As he should. Wow, yes. That's amazing. Very cool.
And then we also wanted to brand the project, so we have all this cool stuff, and I brought you a little goodie bag.
Oh.
And this actually has a Terror shirt,
nice,
and a Terror comic book,
nice, this
and
is awesome.
Movie posters. So
Thank
all
you.
kinds of fun stuff for you. Swaggy fun.
I am a lucky gal. Thank you for bringing this.
You're very welcome.
So, wow, I mean, seriously, you guys have all of the tricks with special effects that you've been doing for so long, and then now you're making your own movies as well. So
right.
That's pretty exciting. You're going to have some pretty big movies, I'm sure, coming up.
We actually are starting our next film. We're going to be shooting it this summer.
Cool.
And it's another creature movie with all kinds of great stuff in it. So
nice.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And then also in October, coming this October, I'm a judge on a reality show on the Food Network called Halloween Wars. And
cool.
It's a very, very big show on that network. And we filmed it already. So season 8, which will play through October, will be coming this October. So there's all kinds of fun stuff on that if you want to check that out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So on the Food Network, they have lots of great cooking shows and stuff. And this one is a competition show where they make like scary stuff out of
they make
food.
these amazing displays. It's really cool. Like full-on like scenes from a movie out of food, with creatures and characters. And I mean, it's amazing stuff.
Do you guys eat it afterwards? Or?
No, not a chance. Not at all. They do have a sample, something for each time they make a display. We have to judge it and then we have to sample it. And it's the hardest thing for me because I don't like anything.
Yeah.
So I have to sit there and eat these things, and I'm sure they're good to everyone else, but for me, I'm just like having a hard time. So I have to smile and act like everything's good.
That's
a little rough.
Funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Everybody should definitely check out that show.
Yeah, it's a very cool show. You'll dig it.
Very cool. Well, so now I wanted to find out from you, how did you get started in special effects?
I was an only child kid back in the day who watched way too many movies. I loved movies, Star Wars and Halloween and all those movies when I was a kid. So since I had so much time on my hand and I was kind of an introvert kid and kind of a nerd, so I just started making stuff in my garage and creating stuff because I didn't have a lot of friends, so it was much easier just to make stuff. And I used to make puppets and masks and all this stuff. And
See, it's cool to be a nerd, guys.
No, it is actually. It pays off.
Just ignore all of those people and go make stuff in your garage.
Nerds do well.
That's right.
They do. But ultimately, I just got to the point where I realized that there was actually a career in doing this, and it wasn't just a hobby. And I met up with a couple guys. I lived up in Northern California, up by San Francisco area, and I met up with a couple guys, Matt Rose and Steve Wang, who also were doing makeup effects out of their garage. And then they moved to Los Angeles and started working. And then a couple years later, I built up my portfolio, and they opened the door for me to start working. And I've been working on film since then.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the kind of stuff you would make in your garage, what was one of the things?
Just weird like zombie masks and makeups and trolls and puppets and just kind of, just weird fun creature stuff. I was a big fan of Jim Henson and The Dark Crystal and all those kind of movies.
Ooh, The Dark Crystal is awesome.
Yeah, those were when those movies came out back then, there wasn't anything like that.
Yeah,
so
that's totally true.
It was an event. It was a big deal.
There wasn't even anything like that nowadays. They don't even have these really puppety type. I mean,
it's coming back.
I guess the one with the dogs that just came out, the Isle of Dogs, I guess, kind of. But it's not the same.
It's actually practical effects are definitely coming back. The new Star Wars movie that came out with Harrison Ford, kind of
all puppets.
A lot of practical effects. No, actually, it was most of the characters in there. The creature characters in there were all practically done,
right?
And that was a big deal for the industry. So when that happened and the film did so well, all of a sudden now directors are coming to our company saying, "Hey, we want practical effects."
Yeah, because the truth is, I think a lot of the audience is really savvy. I mean, we can see special effects and we notice it, unfortunately. I mean, even though it's advanced so much,
right?
It's gotten so much better.
There's a great place for it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think, you're right. The audiences want something that feels organically real, and a lot of times the digital effects don't. It doesn't matter for certain films like Avengers and stuff where you got all these crazy things going on.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's fine, but I mean, I think a lot of audiences want to feel something real.
We can tell the difference.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Well, what would you say if somebody wants to get into doing special effects? Like, what do you think is the best route?
There's a lot of schools that teach special effects, but there's also a lot of stuff online that you can get. There's all kinds of videos and books and stuff. So if it's something that you think you want to do, go online, get as much information as you can. You can get materials sent to you no matter where you are, so you can start making stuff in your garage and make sure that you are passionate about what you're doing.
Right.
Because it's not an easy job to do. Really long hours. The pay isn't always great. I mean, it's not something that you should do unless you have a passion to do that.
Right.
But if you do, there's a lot of information online, and then you just start building a portfolio of all your work. And then once you have enough work to present to somebody, then you can start reaching out to different effects shops and stuff like that and present your work and see if they want to take you on. Okay, cool. Well, on that note, we have to take another quick break. And we'll be right back with special effects master Todd Tucker. Hey guys, thanks for watching my interview with Todd Tucker so far. Continue and watch the next segment by clicking here.